Why was everything seeming to be going down at the award shows back then?
West came to the South. They had beef with Luke Skywalker and the Miami boys. Yeah, they don't tell that story. They don't tell that story where Luke came to the hood, got Atlanta and Miami folk, and we clear how.
And this is when Dr. Dre made Dre Day and Snoop is going, they all going at Luke. Man, them goddamn Miami, I don't know where Luke people, man, this was in Orlando, Florida, the Jack the Rapper. We're in Orlando, Florida. Them goddamn Miami niggas came through that bitch so thick, tearing shit up. Only real niggas that was at that Jack the Rapper know exactly what the fuck happened. But it was bad, you know what I mean? It was all bad. Just know that Death Row and Luke Skywalker is funking at this time.
That's when everybody met up. Because they doing their own shows, we doing our own shows.
All year long, and then when y'all finally meet up.
Yeah, because everybody had to go to Jack the Rapper. Everybody had to go to New Music Seminar. Everybody went to How Can I Be Down. Everybody went to the Southwest, whatever that shit was. Yeah, so that's where you see them.
Damn, so that's why it be like, every time, like when you go back and look up at the beefs and they'll try to pull up a beef from back then, it's always at the fucking award shows, or they always have these stories about the award shows.
And they got to understand, man, the South, boy, the South don't play. The South pulls no punches. We scared of nothing. We are not scared of the boogeyman.
We are not scared of the boogeyman, baby. Yo, what up, baby? This your boy, Uncle Luke. Hey, welcome to another edition of the Luke Podcast, the Uncle Luke Podcast. Hey, I've been on vacation. Some of us got to go on vacation. You know what I mean? And I've been chilling, but it hasn't really been a vacation. What it has been is me traveling around the country with my son on, he's 15 years old, plays baseball at a somewhat high level. And me going all over the country, him playing in Charlotte, him playing in Fort Myers, traveling, training, all these different things that his schedule requires. And then I got my football team, Miami Edison. Shouts out to them Edison Red Raiders. Why not Edison? We have a whole lot. I have a major schedule. And I'm sorry to my fans. Normally in the summertime, I'm on the road and I'm doing shows. With this hectic schedule, I have to tell my agent, look, agent, you got to book shows at a later time. And they're like, look, you got football season coming. You got this coming. And when are we going to be able to put you back on the road? So I'm going to Memphis one day, but this summer, I haven't been on the road. I'm sorry. I'll get back on the road, and come to a favorite city of yours, at some point. It's just, this shit is hectic, with a 15-year-old and a whole bunch of other kids. But that's a whole nother story. Welcome to the edition of the Uncle Luke Podcast. I am happy you guys came here. I'm happy you guys are back. We're on YouTube, and that's where you can find us. You can find us on YouTube. Every now and then I simulcast over there in Facebook land, and I simulcast on Twitter, which is a place that I hate because Elon Musk has strategically found some kind of way to cut me off when I do a Twitter space. But I love going over there to TikTok. The people over there at TikTok are great, but TikTok algorithm system, they don't give me a blue check. It's almost like TikTok is almost like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not inducted me or 2 Live Crew. I just don't know what the problem is. And that's similar to the Hollywood, Star Walk of Fame. Shouts out to Bones Thugs and Harmony. They got a Hollywood star. I was nominated during the same time that they were nominated. Unfortunately, they passed me over. And I'm just happy Bone Thugs and Harmony got them a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But, maybe next time. And that's how things work. But it's all good in the hood. They could have did something great by, nominating 2 hip hop artists. They do 2 actors and actresses, things like that. But maybe next time. But again, it is so much been going on, people. It has so much been going on. I mean, man, I'm just happy that you guys are back with me. I'm happy you guys are tuned in to the Uncle Luke podcast right here on my YouTube channel, Uncle Luke TV. I'm happy you guys are here because it's so much shit that I got to talk about. I mean, from sports, politics, entertainment. It is so much. I mean, I be chopping at the bits, you know, because every now and then I'll go to my Instagram, which you can follow me on there, Uncle Luke Real, Uncle Luke, Real Uncle Luke, Jesus Christ, Real Uncle Luke 1, Real Uncle Luke Real 1 on Instagram is the same thing. You follow me on X. It's been crazy. I got to say, this shit has been crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm down 30-some pounds. No more alcohol. No more white. No more red meat. I haven't eaten pork because you don't have Jamaican. No more white bread. No more white rice. No more white potatoes. No more white girls. Oh, no, I never tasted a white girl. Never did that one before. Maybe I might try that. I'm just playing. Don't fucking cover me. Don't cover me. Hey, listen, man. Let me get into this shit, man. Let me stop fucking with y'all. I mean, we got some heavy topics that we got to talk about. I mean, we'll start off right here with the Puff Daddy trial. I did not talk about this trial. I did not want to get into this trial. I left it alone because I thought me, similar to other celebrities, you know, I can't speak for them because I know how celebrities are. I know how a bunch of celebrities are. They're a bunch of fake motherfuckers, and they don't come to you when you're in your time of need. They don't speak on you. I spoke and I said one thing early on, what I thought this case was about. I think I said it on the Stephen A. Smith show. I said the liquor company and and whatever happened with that and all that. You know, that was my opinion. I see people gravitating to that right now. I do have friends that are close to the case. I consider Puffy as, not a good friend, but a great, a guy who I know for years. I know him for years. I go back with him with Biggie Smalls. I go way back with Puff Daddy. The things that they described, the Puff Daddy that they described on in court, we don't know. I mean, and it's not my business to be even discussing what a dude do in his bedroom. We just don't know who people are. Do we get to judge? Fuck no. Because we all do things in our bedroom that others may consider as, ew, that's nasty. You know what I'm saying? So what a person does in the comforts of his home and his bedroom is his business. You see what I'm saying? So to find out what you're doing in the bedroom, we all have an opinion like, wow, bringing a guy in to knock your girlfriend down, that is a little exotic. The other things and all that. But I don't care to even give a fuck about all that. I know the individual. I know Puff Daddy, just like I know every other celebrity. And the guy I know is a good guy. I spoke on this early on, what I thought it was about, and I spoke on it before the verdict came down, which I looked at the entire case, and, I went in just like all the rest of us, and we deliberated based on what we heard. We were all sick of them looking for the smoking gun. Where's the fucking smoking gun? Where's the racketeering? And none of us saw that. And so we all came to the conclusion that this man is innocent of these charges that have been placed against him. So here we are right now with the man, the jury heard the shit just like we heard it. They heard it even more closely. They got the see everything. They got to see sex tapes and shit like that we didn't get to see. And everybody just came to the conclusion that this is about sex. This is about what a person is doing in the confines of their home with their significant other. This is not about rape. When a lot of people online want to make it like it's some rape thing. No, it was two consenting adults, multiple consenting adults coming together and having a damn freak party. Now, should they have consulted with me on the do's and the don'ts of a freak party? Yes, they should have. They would have saved a lot of money. Just like a whole bunch of these athletes that need to consult with me right now about the do's and the don'ts and the type of girls that you don't want to fuck with because you're going to get your life taken from you. As you can see, everybody getting sued. Guy ain't even got in the damn league and he's sitting up there getting sued. You know what I'm saying? And this dude saying, oh, I was fucking drunk. And she took advantage of me. So I guess we're in the suit world where hopefully at some point the people who are doing the suing and pressing charges at some point in America that the charges can get pressed back on them for filing false reports. That's when the shit will get real and it'll get organic because some people get taken advantage of. There are a lot of women in this world get raped. There are a lot of men get raped in this world and get taken advantage. There's a lot of people get disrespected in the workplace. There's a lot of people that take advantage, whether they're men. I know women who have taken advantage of men because of their power in the workplace. No different than men taking advantage of women in the workplace. And so that type of shit like that is unacceptable. But going back to this trial, I had the opportunity to speak to one of my friends who testified, Miss Capricorn. I didn't want to talk to her before. I ain't want to, you be chopping at the bits like, damn, Cap, you know Cap getting ready to go testify. You know Cap got a lawsuit against Puff and got a lawsuit against Cassidy. And I told you after this shit over with. You know, like I consider Cap as a good friend of mine. You know, her and Storm, I go to LA, we all ride together. Us three. That's my team. Been like that for years, over 20 years, over 20, 30 years, we've been like that. And I just did not want to have a conversation about it. But we had a conversation the other day. And she pointed out some things to me, you know, and I'm not even going to get into deep to it. She pointed out some things to me that she'll talk about in her interviews, and I ain't going to sit up here and talk about things that me and her talked about, but she pointed out some very important things that I think all of you, when you see her interviews, I want you to pay close attention to her interviews. I think she's going to come on Dateline. I want y'all to pay close attention to the characters because when you're an assistant, you get to work with everybody. You get to work with the artist, the executive, and then you get thrown into working with the family. You get thrown into work with significant others because that is what a personal assistant has to do. So I want y'all to look at her interview. I'm not going to talk about what me and her talked about this situation in this case. And I just want y'all to pay close attention to how she described individuals involved in that. But I got to say this here. I hope that the judge let Diddy out, do the right thing. Do I think the judge is going to let him out? No, I don't. Because if he didn't let him out after the trial was over, I mean, hell, the man was charged with prostitution. And you all know, half of y'all looking at this shit right now have been charged at one point in time, or you know somebody at one point in time that has been charged with prostitution. Slap on the wrist for a first-time offender. Go home, pay a fine, get the fuck out of here. Don't come back in my courtroom. That is what judges normally do. I know some of y'all hadn't been involved in the system, but me, again, I was a little rough around the edges at one point in my life. And the judge always said, to whether it was me or any of my friends, when you first come into the system, the judge says this: hey, Mr. Campbell, this is your first time offense. You did some dumb shit. I'm going to tell you, son, don't come back in my fucking courtroom anymore. If you do this again, because I will be the one hearing your case. If you punch another person in the mouth, I'm going to send your ass in jail. If you shoot up another party, I'm going to send your ass in jail. If you beat up somebody else, I'm going to send your ass in jail. Unfortunately. If you get caught selling some weed, I'm going to say, I was a little rough around the edges, I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't listen. I don't encourage anybody to violate the law or anything like that. I'm a law-abiding citizen right now today, and so I encourage everybody to abide by the laws of this land, because you'll find yourself in a bad predicament like a lot of people and like what we're talking about right now. So, again, you don't go to jail in federal penitentiary for prostitution, especially when you're a first-time offender. The judge say, this motherfucker is a danger to everybody. Huh? Puffy? It's not going to beat anybody up. You think for women, the man is going to get out the trial of his life, where he's sitting there, his whole life, his whole savings, his whole life, if he's convicted, they're going to fucking seize all his property, take all his motherfucking money. This is the trial of his life. His kids are going to now got to go work at McDonald's, and his mom is going to have to pawn some of her shit, and then the trial of his life, and the jury comes back, and they bail? You think he's getting ready to fucking go and do some dumb shit to get put back in there? No, it's the first offense. What they call it, habitual, or they call it some, this is not like he doesn't do shit like that. I mean, come on. But again, that's where we're at right now. Hopefully the judge, let this man out. And if he don't, then I'm pretty sure Donald Trump is. I can pretty much guarantee Donald Trump will let him out. If that judge comes back and say, look, you got to do 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, or whatever the fuck it is, I guarantee you. And I'm saying I don't normally guarantee nothing. I would be very surprised. Let me just put it this way. I would be very surprised Donald Trump don't take that opportunity. Here's one for the brothers. I got Puff Daddy out of jail. Now, I can't get R. Kelly out, but I can get motherfucking Puff Daddy. I looked at the case, and I thought, Puffy was my friend. Yeah, he said some things in the election. He was going for Kamala. A lot of other motherfuckers was going for Kamala, me included. But me and Puffy had a long relationship with 2 New Yorkers, and I always mentored him. He sung about me in his records. He came to my parties. He was my good friend until this election shit started happening when I crossed over into being a Republican. Now, when I was a Democrat, me and Puffy was like this, two motherfucking peas in the pot. Me, Puffy, and all the rest of these goddamn people. Jesse Jackson and everybody else. Al Sharpton. We all were down until I switched over. So I understand the political process, but I'm letting my homeboy out. That's what Trump is going to do. And we all going to be like, fucking Trump. Hell yeah. You did that. But you need to get these motherfucking gas prices down. You did that. You're not fucking with us, Trump. Just don't fuck with us. Trump fucking with everybody but black people. I'm okay with that. Just don't fuck with us, Trump. We just sitting on the sideline chilling. We chilling looking, hey, look, you the president. Do your thing, boss. Trump done pardon quite a few other rappers. Hey. We ain't got nothing to do with that. This is for the first time ever. Black people don't have shit to do with shit. All this shit going on. Hey, black people. Hey, Trump is a gangster. That motherfucker Trump is. You got Elon Musk going out there doing all this wild shit. Elon Musk, Trump got that motherfucker money and say, hey, look at man, you better shut the fuck up. I'll deport your motherfucking ass. and no, motherfucker, I'm helping you try to sell these motherfucking electric cars. You fucked that up. You went in, I gave you a goddamn job. I ain't tell you to go fire all the people who are buying the fucking electric cars. Your stock go in the fucking garbage. You bringing my popularity down, Elon. And what the fuck you think this go? I gotta get your ass off my team. You fucking me up. You know I'm all about a legacy. I would've, you got to go. You got to go. You in the Doge shit. You ain't heard about no motherfucking Doge since. You ain't heard about them. That motherfucking Trump is a gangster. And then Elon, hold on. And then you getting all this money. You getting all these subsidies. You getting all these governmental grants. You think I'm stupid? Trump sitting up and like, motherfucker, you think I'm stupid? You making all this motherfucking money. You ain't broke no bread with me. I'm going to try to sell these motherfucking ragged-ass cars on the White House lawn. Trump 1 week say, hey, man, I got to get me one of these cars. Till now, that motherfucker's like, man, ain't nobody want that shit. Hey, man, nigga, a motherfucker might want to own a gas car. I like gas cars. We can't make all the cars electric. What you think I'm stupid? Elon, that shit crazy, man. That whole White House shit, that whole shit is crazy. But that motherfucking Trump boy, Trump, hey, what they say, I'm going to Trump you? That motherfucker need to make us, this man trumping everybody. He trumping everybody. Trump ain't fuck with no black people. Don't fuck with us. We chilling. Hey, we sitting on the sideline. He don't trust me. You know he monitoring this shit. Hey, if black people get outraged by anything, we used to say black and brown. We don't say no fucking brown no more. The brown people say, fuck y'all, we ain't voting for the black lady, we don't fuck with her, and all that shit there. So, that's how y'all really feel? Latino for Trump, Latino. Now, they're the brown people. Black people say, this how y'all doing it? Y'all out there on your motherfucking own now. So the country's going to end up being black and white again. And everybody else is going to be working for everybody. So that's what we had, people. I mean, that's my political part of it all. But let me move right on. I got to move to something else. This right here. This was very disturbing. Y'all look at this clip. That right there, CJ, like one of my nephews. I know his mama, Nevy. I know his grandmama, Cindy. I know the uncle, Rich. Entire family. I know the kid since he was this big. I'm so fucking happy for him. I don't give a shit if he went to Japan and played. I'm happy when any one of our kids from this community and any other community in the country leave and get a scholarship to go to a major university. I'm happy. As a Hurricane fan, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm just keeping it a buck. Because we're talking about Jeremiah Smith. Goes off to the Ohio State, and we saw him came at my stadium yesterday at the Tutu Atwell event the other day. We saw Jeremiah Smith leave here. How the fuck does Jeremiah Smith leave Miami? And everybody made this thing about, Jeremiah Smith, we didn't think he was going to be this good. We didn't think it's, no. You get paid to know who's good or not. What the fuck are we doing? So now CJ, another 5-star, leaves to go to Syracuse? 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 Are you fucking serious? Fucking Syracuse? I'd have been more happy if he went to FAM. I'd have been more happy if this was on some Travis Hunter, Shador going to HBCU. Syracuse? But I'm going to tell you how this shit happened. Hold on. His mother played basketball at the University of Miami. Syracuse? His uncle, Rich Gordon, played tight end at the University of Miami. Syracuse? His mother has the logo, the mascot of the University of Miami tattooed on her. Syracuse? So we lost Calvin Russell, Jeremiah Smith, Ben Hanks Jr., Flowers. Something ain't right. Are we really that gangster in recruiting? Something just ain't right. It just ain't right. Now they get all these space cowboys on Twitter Spaces. I call them space cowboys, who drinking the coffee, who drinking the cafe con leche. And y'all running out of excuses. Mario, my friend, you have to tighten up. You are now put in a predicament where you're not the super recruiter that we all said you was. Because you are a super recruiter. But you came here and you said you was putting a fence around South Florida. A fence. It seemed like a break in the goddamn gate. Ben Hanks Jr., and don't give me this bullshit about Ben Hanks Jr. is an automatic. He's a legacy kid going to Florida because his dad was one of the greatest linebackers to ever play at Florida. Shots out to Ben Hanks over at Gibson Park. Ben Hanks, I love you. You're my friend. You will always be my friend. We always get into squabbles and shit, but you my fucking friend. I love you. Your wife went to goddamn Edison. And don't you forget it, Ben. But we in this shit together always for the kids. That man there, Ben Hanks, have saved so many fucking kids in Overtown. You can only imagine to see his son now enjoy the fruits of his labor, like his labor helps save so many other kids who went to Booker T and Overtown lives. I'm so happy for him and his wife. But his kid went to Florida. Flowers went to Florida. Jeremiah went to Ohio State. Calvin Russell now at Syracuse. Where the fucking fence? Seemed like there's a break in the fence. Seemed like Houston, we got a problem that needs to be addressed. We had a lot of guys hired at Miami Central on the staff. That's when Central had all the top players. We don't have nobody from Northwestern on the staff. We did do I ain't gonna say that. And that's why I say, don't let your wagon. We don't have to play the games that everybody else played. We don't have to play the shenanigans. All we got to do is go and get the best players in South Florida. Don't give me this bullshit about the basketball and all that. It's only 32 fucking 5-stars in the world. And you got a motherfucker in your backyard and you telling me we're losing 5 stars? That's a fucking problem. To Syracuse? That is a fucking problem. We're losing 5 stars to Ohio State? Huh. Jeremiah Smith came to my park the other day. He was like a fucking rock star. We had to get the police to walk around with him. All the kids came to him. Jeremiah Smith, oh my God. Shouts out to Jeremiah Smith and his family. Y'all doing an excellent job with that young man. Man, let me tell you something. I love families who kids are put together right, who conduct themselves in a mannerable, professional way. That man stood out there and signed all them autographs. I love that. See, let me just say this. Our kids right now today are different. These kids are different right now. I'm going to just be real with you. If your organization does not have a real black man in it, 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to get no real black man football player. When you walk up to the house, there are houses in our community where they have white Jesus on the wall, and there are houses where they have black Jesus on the wall. That's real shit. That house you go in and they got black Jesus on the wall, they not being sold the bullshit. They're not running to the Savior. Now you go in the house with the white Jesus on the wall, they think he's the Messiah, and they think some white guy coming in the living room is, oh my God, he came to save us. Shit ain't happening like that. It's some different brand of kids around here. It's a different brand of black young men. So you're going to have to march up in these houses. And you're going to have on your organization, because these young men, and I coach them, these young men know the difference between an Oreo and chocolate chip. Oreo, black on the outside, white on the inside. Friend is a chocolate chip. Friend is black in and black out. Friend is what we call a real nigga. I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all call it what you want to call it. Prime time, my other brother, real nigga. They're gonna get the Travis Hunters and the Flowers of the world. They got black Jesus on the wall. Them kids got black Jesus on the wall. So, not to say that they won't go to Ohio State, but you got to come correct. Nick Saban won. If you ever went to Nick Saban, Alabama, when he was at Alabama, I would say it was more black people working in his offices than white people. We're talking Nick Saban in fucking Alabama. Confederate flags and all this shit flying. The kids in there calling the kids in the stadium calling the other kids from Texas all kind of N-words and everything in the world. Knicks, you go to, if you ever went to the university, I've visited quite a few times. I've taken quite a few of my kids there to go to their camps. Had a black secretary and a white secretary. Same two old ladies that always been there. You see the black man on the sideline with the cup? That's what the lady on Scandal name, Olivia Pope. He's the fixer. Any kids get in trouble, he's the older black guy that reminds you of granddaddy. And see, them kids look at, there has to be a granddaddy, there has to be a grandma, somebody that they respect. Because the coaches are sitting there, eyes bloodshot red, they trying to recruit, they trying to game plan, they trying to do all this here. But you got to have individuals in your organization that them kids can relate to, that they can get sat down. At the University of Miami, we had that. In our heydays, Nick Saban took the blueprint. Kirby Smart used the blueprint. Dabo Swinney used the blueprint. Y'all think Dabo Swinney racist? Y'all talk about the Dabo Swinney, he had a shirt on and all this, this and that. Dabo Swinney, right-hand man, was his coach, his receiver coach at the University of Alabama. Dabo Swinney was a walk-on. He slept in on that man's couch, his coach couch at the University of Alabama. Dabo Swinney got him a job at Clemson. There's Dabo Swinney office right here, big conglomerate office, and the next biggest office at Clemson is a black man. I want y'all to go do the research. Y'all go find out. I'm not getting ready to sit there because y'all need to start fucking reading. Y'all like motherfuckers get on the podcast and just tell y'all names and all that, put a name on it, do this. No, you need to go do your own research. That's why I got all the fucking respect in the world. Dabo Swinney, anybody can tell me nothing bad about him. Those are the people who took the information and they applied it. Because they know they're dealing with young African-American men. But Dabo, that's his partner. That's his coach. But that old brother, you know what he do? His job is to go up in that beat. So these guys who consistently win, they win a certain type of way. It ain't we're in the era of money. Yeah, money. But then when the money and the deal is cut, now you still got to deal with people. And who's dealing with these kids? Who do these kids respect? Do you have somebody in your organization? And it's not just from the University of Miami. This is for anybody and everybody out there. Do you have an elderly black man that these young men respect? OG. And OG, hey, look here, young fella, come sit down here, man. Let me holler at you, man. Let me keep it 100 with you, man. I want to see you get the fuck out of this shit here, man. I want to see you get an education, get the fuck on down the road, and do the right thing for your family, man. I came from there, bro. You gotta have a person like a black lady. University of Miami, we had that. There was a lady, and I want you to do your research. I find a former hurricane. There was a black lady, she had dreads. I think it was the academic advisor. Every one of those crazy motherfuckers at the University of Miami, when she came and had a conversation with you, you sat your ass down and you listened to what she had to say. And you got your ass in order. and it became a time where she couldn't get you in order, then your ass was going to be getting the fuck out of Dodge. But 9 times out of 10, she got everybody in order. There was a brother there. I want you to go do your research. There's a brother there. OG. Come on, man. These kids go on these visits, they need to see people look like that. Where grandma? Where granddad? Where the OG at? Who is in here? If they see your whole shit looking like an insurance company, and when a dude named Fran come around, and I'm not saying, hey, look here, man, everybody in the world was trying to get Captain Russell. Michigan, and everybody in the world, everybody in the world was trying to get this man. So I'm just saying, if your organization, whether it's University of Miami or anybody else, if your organization don't have some real black people in it, they don't have some real black coaches on your staff, 9 times out of 10, you're not getting the kids with black Jesus on the wall. And I rest my case. Say what you want to say. Call it how you want to call it. I rest my case. NBA! Y'all some soft motherfuckers. What the fuck are y'all talking? Hey, NBA dudes, what the fuck are y'all talking about? We ain't got too many games. Our Achilles is broke. Everybody with a 0 on, they're hurting their Achilles. We're hurting. Motherfucker, you making guaranteed money? Hundreds of millions of dollars? You niggas making all this motherfucking money, y'all crying about talking about some fucking games? I don't want to hear no bullshit. Talk about we're playing too many fucking games. Who wants to hear this shit, bruh? Get your ass, shut up and fucking dribble. We playing too many games, they didn't do this. You niggas ain't playing too many games. Half of y'all take off half of the year. Michael Jordan and all the rest of them dudes played all the fucking games, the same amount of games that y'all played. So stop with this bitch shit, y'all playing too many games. Y'all changed the game. You let the NBA change the game to bring all these European players in here because y'all wanted the game to get skinnier and not as physical. Y'all wanted to run up and down the court, shoot the fucking 3. Y'all did this. The fans didn't do this. So now, what you need to do is go get some of them sports scientist motherfuckers and let them consistently stick the needle in your ass on the sideline to find out, do them just like do soccer. Hey, look, this bitch finna blow a head gasket. The people sit right there. He finna blow a head gasket. You better take this motherfucker out the game. His body getting ready to break down. Go do that. Don't give me this bullshit. I'm not trying to hear this shit about y'all playing too many motherfucking games. If y'all want a motherfucker to cut back on the game, well, goddamn it, cut back on some of your motherfucking money. Shut the fuck up and play. Slow the goddamn game down. You motherfuckers got the goddamn basketball. You got the basketball balls. You can tell the coach, like y'all diva-ass niggas be doing, you can tell the coach, hey, coach, we ain't doing this running. We ain't doing this run and shoot shit. Coach, we ain't doing this run and shoot. No, we're going to walk this motherfucker down the court. Plus, I'm going to take off. Y'all been taking off all the goddamn season. You go to the game, and the people sitting up there, they come to see their star player, and all of a sudden, oh, he'll scratch for the day. You're fucking the fans over already. So now you want to cut back on the games? Motherfucker, guarantee that you're going to play all those games that you're going to cut back. How about slowing the fucking game down? You got the basketball. You running down the motherfucking court, shooting the jacket. All y'all doing is standing up at the line, jacking a fucking 3. You ain't doing that. You just running to the fucking 3-point line. It ain't like you running no motherfucking play. It ain't no goddamn scheming in that shit. You running to the motherfucking 3-point line, and you shooting a 3, you running back. You jacking yourself the fuck off. So I'm trying to hear that bullshit. Speaking of NBA, WNBA. Let me tell you something. I love the WNBA because that's what the NBA used to be. Them fucking women don't be fucking around. They be, and I always looked at the WNBA. I go back to Cheryl Ford. Actually, I had a crush on Cheryl. We liked each other. I'm not going to talk about that. But I was like scared of her daddy. I was like, Cheryl, we can't do this. If your dad find out, it's like, I'm my own woman. I'm like, Cheryl, we can't do this. No. I had a crush. We had a crush on each other. I'm here to say that. Just imagine, and I still talk to Cheryl today. That's my friend right now today. Just imagine. Luther Campbell, rapper Luther Campbell and Cheryl Ford has tied the knot. Y'all motherfucker would have fell off y'all seat. What the fuck just happened? But we're friends. That's my homegirl. But that's how far back I go with WNBA. And it's always been tough. But I'm going to tell you about this WNBA. This WNBA today is different. Y'all thought it was Caitlin Clark. Everybody hates the little white girl, the chosen one, the one who came in and saved the league. And we hate her. We hate her. All the black girls on TV. We hate this little white bitch. And all the black girls who used to be on TV on fucking Twitter. We hate this motherfucker. She ain't the Messiah. We had more people before her. Dumb motherfuckers. Sit the fuck down. She gonna do like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Everybody gonna get paid. Fuck the money. We hate this bitch. But now, my daddy always tell me, time will tell. Time will tell. You know what time is telling us right now? It wasn't about Caitlin Clark. It was about hating Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Luke, where the fuck are you going with this? It's about hating Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I'm here to tell you. Here's why. Haven't you seen the girls pull Angel Reese down by the fucking neck? Haven't you seen the girls damn near body slam Caitlin Clark? Was this really going on? Until those two superstars who broke all kinds of NCAA championship viewership numbers, these two come in. How dare these bitches get these big major contracts from these shoe companies and all that we've been playing for all these years? Fuck these motherfuckers. I see the girl done pull Angel Reese down by the back of her ponytail. My God. I'm like, I thought another black girl. Then the white girls is not going after fucking Caitlin Clark. What the fuck are we doing? So it ain't, y'all wanted to make it out of an Angel Reese Caitlin Clark thing. Oh no, it's these motherfucking young girls who coming in the NBA, WNBA, who taking over this shit. They not embracing it like Magic and Bird. They saying, fuck these young ass fucking girls here. We've been out here forever. Fuck them. And every chance we get, we're going to take a shot and try to end their fucking career. This is some ending career shit. That's what it is. And old Juju, they laying dead for Juju. Pretty ass motherfucking girl go up in the WNBA. Juju better have some motherfucking rib cage on and all this other shit and on and some knee brace. Juju gonna have to come up to the motherfucker with a helmet and everything. That's what it's really all about, people. That's why time tells where everybody is with what the fuck they're doing. You thought it was just these two girls. You thought it was a Caitlin Clark, a black versus white situation. No, 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 no. Them black girls hate fucking Angel Reese too. And the white girls is fucking trying to kill Caitlin Clark too. They mad because these motherfuckers is making all the money and getting all the fucking notoriety. And you know how it is. What we tell the girl, what we tell the dudes to stop acting like what? Let me stop. Let me stop. They gonna come after me. I already know it. Hey, look here. I'm ready. I'm in fighting shape. I lost 20, 30 pounds, man. I'm out here running like a motherfucker. I'm out here. I'm 5 miles, 3 miles running, 2 miles walking. Hey, look here. I got my shit back. My set. Hey, anybody want a motherfucker die? Don't think me. Who me? This shit wild as fuck, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It's just as wild as this. It gets no wilder. These motherfuckers took a damn $1 billion and built a goddamn prison in the Everglades and called it Alligator Alcatraz. We're gonna put all the illegal immigrants in Alligator Alcatraz. I'm looking at this shit, and now mind you, people, I live like about 4 blocks from the fucking Everglades. I'm pretty sure I can get there in about 15 minutes. I'm saying to myself, you took all this money to build a prison with beds and air conditioning, and you got to feed these people, you got to transport these people, you got to employ people to monitor these people. You took all this money, cut out a parcel of the Everglades, which should be protected by the forest, the forest people. How the fuck did you do that? Get past that, but you're the government. And you took damn near $1 billion and you built some shit out there. Why the fuck you ain't build some shit like this for the homeless? So you built this shit for some people who you supposed to be deporting. This many beds for people you supposed to be deporting? You get ready to house these motherfuckers. Which one is it? Did you build this shit for some slaves? When you build shit like this, you're building shit like a concentration camp. Why you don't deport these motherfuckers? It would be less money putting them on a plane and dropping them off where they came from, wouldn't it be? So you get ready to bring these motherfucking people in these beds in Alligator Alley to do what? Have some of your developers come pick and choose which buck they want to work on their development? They did say, well, the ones who are working the fields and being nice, they get to stay. The ones who are working at development sites, they get to stay. The ones who are acting nice and working in the hospitality in the back cooking our foods, they get to stay. What the fuck is going on here? Do we have modern day slavery in 2025? Motherfuckers, if you talk about it, we're gonna put your ass over there. What the fuck is going on here? Y'all really sitting up here going, that shit crazy. But we ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Latinos for Trump. Latinos for Trump. Latinos for Trump. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't want no smoke. We ain't got nothing to do with this shit. We don't want no smoke in me to Trumpy. Trumpy, hey Trumpy, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. No smoke, no smoke. This shit just got real. But please, I need y'all to have the same energy for the homeless. You can find this kind of money, man. We got people, and the homeless, most of them are suffering from mental health. If you can take this kind of money to put together so you can house take this kind of money in and build homeless shelters and put all kinds of counselors in there. Because most of these people are suffering from mental health. Please do that. Ladies and gentlemen, I enjoyed myself. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Uncle Luke Podcast. I'll be back on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with a brand new episode right here on my YouTube channel. Hey, make sure y'all follow me on Twitter, Uncle Luke Real One. Follow me on Instagram, Uncle Luke Real One. Follow me on like, share, and subscribe right here on this YouTube channel, Uncle Luke TV. Yo, we got to run the numbers up. This is some bullshit. We got to get the numbers up. Hey, and also, if you want to get your Luke gear, go to my website right down there, strolling on the bottom, www.lukerecord, not S, lukerecord.com, and get you some gear. I need you to be laced out like me. I got all kind of fly shit, and we got shit on there for the ladies now. We got your pink outfit, ladies. You got your leggings and all that shit like that. Hey, look here. Hey, I need y'all to go to the website. I will be coming out with my brand new website. There's going to be another one. It's going to show all the footage that I got the site done, but the stuff on there, oh my God. A lot of that shit that I did, I'm not happy about. I'm like, what the fuck was I on? After I saw it, we built this site of all my footage. I got all the footage from the archives, and I started looking at this shit I had to take. It took me a minute. It's like thousands of hours of footage. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, that motherfucker was crazy. I was fucking crazy. I'm here to tell you. I'm confessing today. I was absolutely out my mother. I'm like, this motherfucker was crazy. In Japan, the girls coming on stage, neck, what the fuck? Listen, let me tell you this. That goddamn Bacardi, before Bacardi Limo had me doing some wild ass shit. I blame it on the fucking liquor. Like T-Pain say, blame it on the alcohol. I was on some different shit, people. I looked at that footage and was like, what the fuck? I mean, people on stage doing all this wild shit. I'm like, what the fuck was I on? I'm scared to put that shit out. I'm going to just keep it a buck. They got the whole site built, everything ready to go. I'm like, shit. This shit is wild. I mean, I got the footage where I went and interviewed Tupac and all that. This right after I had the beef with Death Row. I took my happy ass up in there. Obviously, I had a lot of tools with me. Me and Musa Deek and Trick Daddy. Yeah, I did discover Trick Daddy, just so you know. We went up in there, rolled up in the motherfucking Vegas in the Suge nightclub and interviewed Tupac. Them dudes, we was like, I'm sitting there like, man, you just was in a beef with them dudes. They could have murdered you in this motherfucker. But you know, me and Suge, we cool. You know, real recognize real. Pac, that's my guy. That's why you always see Pac with a bandana on. That's my guy. Little story about Pac, man. Me and Pac used to go do the shows, and every time I did a show with Digital Underground, man, look, you know what ended up happening is we would go in the room and we'd be vibing. That was my fucking guy. Biggie was my guy. I got all these interviews and all that kind of stuff right there on this, man. It's just so much footage. But it's amazing, people. But I want to leave y'all with this. I want to leave you guys with this. I had a brother come up to me the other day at the 7-on-7, 7-on-7, at the Luther Campbell Stadium, by the way. And he was like, Luke, now that you paying all these players at Miami Edison, are you going to beat Chaminade? You know, because they got this whole thing going on online. Luke is paying the players because players don't supposed to come to Edison. They don't supposed to come play for Edison, for Luke. Mind you, after going to several national championships and state championships, they don't supposed to be. That's just us. We never want to see each other with nothing good. So we run around and talk. So I got this brother. He said, are you going to finally beat Chaminade? Shouts out to my man, Coach Jones over there. Excellent coach. Love his program. Love my man, Coach Rowe, and all the rest of them guys over there, Darren Smith and all that there. But the guy said this. And I always take guys with these negative attitudes and comments, and I say, young fella, when you finish talking, because, you know, we know it's shade, and we know you just running off at the mouth. Say, young fella, when you finish talking, let me say something to you. I want to put something on your mind, just like I'm going to put something on y'all mind. He says, I say, let me ask you, how many kids that play for Chaminade, Heritage, St. Thomas, Christopher Columbus, all these private schools, Bishop, all this shit, Bishop Goldman, IMG, and all that, how many of these black kids can afford to go to those schools? He was like, what's the tuition at those schools? I said, what's the tuition? Look it up. I said, when any one of those black kids decide they want to leave those schools, what do they get slapped with? What do they get slapped with? He said they get slapped with a bill. Damn, I'm looking at the tuition for one school right here. It's about $70,000. I said, so who's really paying for black athletes to come to their school? And who really gets penalized if those kids decide they want to leave? They get slapped with a $13,000 bill. So who the fuck is paying players? And by the way, I don't pay players. I didn't pay Devontae Freeman. I didn't pay Mark Cooper. I didn't pay Carlton Davis. I didn't pay. Look, I have first-round draft picks, highest paid at position, that played for me. So why the fuck you won't be coming to play for me? It's chopped liver. I got a long list of NFL players that play for me. Long list of big-time college players that played for me over the last 20 years. So what the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? So I ask again. When you have these private schools and you have these kids from these blighted communities go into these private schools, how in the fuck are they getting in these private schools? And it's scholarship. Really? So they're getting the same education at these schools as the white kids. You sure it's not a preparatory school connected to the school? You're not sure it's Heritage Prep, Gulliver Prep? We just talked about Alligator Alcatraz, slavery. Y'all want to fuck with me. But you don't blame the white guy who owns the white school, who makes the black athletes' parents work concession. pick up trash, mop the floors at their schools. And then when they leave, they slap them with a $13,000 bill. Who in the fuck is paying for players to go to school now? Really? That's my show. You guys have a nice day. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Yours truly, Uncle Luke. Peace. I love you. Hasta luego, hasta mañana. See you later.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Carisha gonna bring that Uncle Luke back.